Welcome back once again to Dadnarok. This is Sean,
And this is Chris.
and tonight we're going to talk about episode 3 of A Night of the Seven Kingdoms.
The
Um,
Squire.
the Squire, that was the title of the
Sounded a
episode.
little like Smeagol. The Squire.
The Precious Squire. First of all, though, before we get into that, who are we?
We are Dadnarok, and we do reactions like this. We talk about shows that we enjoy. We do movie reactions, which we haven't done in a while, so I don't know why I keep saying it. Um, but yeah, hit that like button, subscribe button wherever you're watching. Let us know. We are interactive. We are live. Let us know your comments, and we'll bring them up and talk about them.
And we're live on Instagram for the first
Insta
time. I think.
for the first night. Instagram. Hey, Basement Surge. Hey, John, what's up?
What? Is John here?
Yeah,
John
he is watching us
Basement
over
Surge?
on the Instagram thing.
Oh, over on Instagram. All right. Already worth it. Brand new and already
There we
worth it.
go. So let's jump into this. Thoughts.
Oh, you're going to ask me my thoughts real quick?
I want to kind of know what your thoughts are. Yeah.
Well, I enjoyed it, but I've enjoyed the kind of quieter. I've enjoyed the pace of this show so far. I think more than you. I think I like that it's different. It's a different feel than the other ones. It's unique in its feel, and it's kind of more a little bit more about character. Not to say that the other ones aren't about character, because those are some of the best character work on those other shows too. But I do like the quieter feel. I'm glad. I wish more would have happened this particular episode, but I am glad that by the end of this episode, we seem to be like, okay, well, things are like everything else was precursor, and now we're like heading into the show proper.
Okay. This episode, it's about damn time. I I love this episode.
Oh,
I've
wait, you
been
loved the episode.
I love this episode.
Okay.
This was the episode I've been waiting for something. Now I'll be honest. Going into it, my first inclination was
Yeah.
Squire, red flag.
Right.
Runtime, red flag. I was
Yeah.
worried about those two. It's like, okay, based on the rest of the season, and they called the Squire, we're going to learn a lot about Egg. And I'm like, oh, that's going to be slow. It's going to be
Right.
boring. There's not
Yeah.
going to be much going on here. We're gonna have a third episode, and then we're going to ramp it up at beginning of the next one, and we're going to go full force into the season.
Yeah.
Uh, no, I enjoyed this. The beginning had me a little worried. Had a little bit of a Avatar: Last Airbender kind of feel to it when he was training the horse.
Oh, I
You
wouldn't know. I've never
know,
seen that.
swinging
Oh, he does
around.
look like the last Ed Airbender.
Yeah,
He just needs a little blue arrow on his forehead.
yeah. But the what they were hinting at in the trailers when they were letting us know finally
Yeah.
took place. So I'm like, okay, that's what happened. Now he's going to go ahead and battle into what is going on. So
Yeah.
this whole episode, and then the twist at the end, we'll talk about, which I didn't see coming at all. I had no idea that was happening,
Okay.
and I was I was like, it hit me. I was very pleased with the episode, and frankly, if it was longer, I don't think it would have worked. I think the runtime for this episode worked for this episode.
Yeah.
It was condensed enough. It gave us enough information, and then the incident happened at the end, and then Egg walks into the room, and then he drops his proverbial mic.
Yeah, he did too. I thought it kind of there was a lot of intrigue. There was actually probably more intrigue this episode than the other ones, because of not necessarily the opening with him training the horse, but in the middle, kind of that middle section where the guy that I don't know the guy's name, the guy that we've talked to before, the guy that Dunk was talking to try to get into the games
Oh,
to
the game
begin with.
master.
Yeah, yeah. Where he came to him and he was like, "Hey, the Lord of this kingdom, he spent a lot of money on this thing, probably too much money. He's in debt." And he's basically trying to pull the old, like when a boxer, throws the fight or whatever.
Yeah,
Like, there's going to be put some money down and we could all stand to make a little money. You get a new suit of armor. And what do
you'll
you
go to
say?
the winner's circle, the winner's bracket, the works.
Yeah. And Dunk was not about it, man. He's a man of integrity. That's one thing you got to give to him. Now, me personally, if I were in that position, I'd be like, you know what, this works out for me.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's pushed in the right favor. You get some coin out of it. You get some armor out of it. You get to make a
Right.
guy look like Well, I mean, he was going to take the fall regardless.
Yeah.
He's going to either do it with him or he's going to do it with somebody else. So why not you benefit from it?
Especially in this world, right, where it's like you're just living in a world full of as far as the all the evil deeds and the backhanded things that go on in this world of Westeros, this seemed pretty light. Seemed kind of a
Yeah,
light fare as far as just like, okay, well let me, because it wasn't even like I'll lose. It's like, oh, I'll win. Like I want to win. I want to beat the guy. I want to take his armor. And
yeah.
apparently they're going to make it easy for me, so I'll just go ahead and do that, and then continue on my journey. It's a pretty light fare as far as that goes. But Dunk, he is a very unusual man for this world, and he doesn't go along with it.
Yeah, no. When they were walking down the creek bed, I'm like, where is this going? 'Cause it didn't have the feeling like they were going to do something against Dunk.
Yeah,
But I was like, why are we doing this? Why are we getting away from that? What's happening? And it's just like his moral compass. It's weird saying moral compass
yeah,
within the world of Game of Thrones.
right.
But his
Because there's not a
moral
lot of that.
no, there's not. But his compass is like, I'm not doing this. If I'm going to win, I'm going to win the right way, and I'm not going to do it. Nothing else is going to matter. So I thought that
Yeah,
was fun. But I also enjoyed the opening scene where Egg took the horse
right.
and was like walking. I was like, where is he going with this horse? What is he doing with this horse? It's like he snuck away with it. And then we got, what do we love? We love a vintage training scene. And that's
That's right.
a montage. That's pretty
Yeah,
much what we got.
montage. Yeah,
Montage is the word I was looking for. He takes him out into the mud and he calls him stubborn. Then he starts talking to him like he actually has the ability to to talk to the horse. And the horse, like, there was like a almost a weird like respect that kind of became between those two when he was running back and forth and doing
yeah.
everything.
The horse was like answering his questions with nods, like
Just
Mr.
kind of
Ed. Which I thought it kind of threw me for a second. I was like, wait a second, is this like an actual, does this horse really understand
is there
what
some
he's
magic
saying?
happening that we're not aware of right
Yeah.
here?
I was like, I thought they talked to dragons or had the special bonds with dragons, not horses. But it was a fun scene. I thought it was really good, and it also built a little bit because Dunk was rightfully so angry with Egg for taking off and not letting him know where he was and all that, taking the horse.
Well, he almost got screwed. He almost had his
Yeah,
horse take the horse taken from him because he thought, the other night came up and said, "Yeah, where'd you steal that horse?"
yeah, and that was a nice introduction of. I'm sure that guy with the eye patch will come back at some point that night. But it was also a nice scene too, where Dunk was like kind of laying into Egg, like you do that again, you'll get a fist to the face, or I don't know what he said, but
He threatened him. I was like, man, I don't know if that little
yeah,
kid take that.
it came off really harsh, and you could see Dunk kind of like the inner gears working, and he was like, that was harsh. So then he kind of softened his thing, and they had breakfast together and stuff. So that was nice bonding
Brec-
moment.
Breakfast and sewing something together too. It was like
Yeah,
they did a really really good job in this episode of showing the bonding
right.
that is starting to happen between those two, and
Yeah.
which really paid off the end.
Oh, for sure.
So what that whole like showing them, having breakfast together, sewing, that garment, they were doing it together.
Oh, and joking around later, like during the actual jousting, they were in the
Yeah,
uh, the crowd, and they were just like making fun of each other, like friends would that have known each other
yeah.
for a long
Or
time.
like an older brother thing, watching over a little brother type
Yeah,
situation. Talking about how like I'm not going to give you any more ale, yeah, because it tastes like piss.
it's like it's disgusting.
Yeah, and just how much fun that they're having while watching the joust. Like you see Egg
Yeah,
just freaking out, Dunk letting his guard down, taking a drink from one of the guys next to him, and just having a good time.
yeah, yeah. It was definitely a nice bond. I think this was as they did a lot as far as the short runtime. They actually did a lot to show the growing bond between those two characters, which is really kind of the heart of the show anyway. So that's a good thing. And then, like you said, I mean, it really paid off for the end because we actually finally get into some actual danger. You know, like
Yeah.
we haven't seen either of these characters really be put into the crosshairs of anybody. But by the end, they really were, especially Dunk. But Egg
Yeah,
kind of,
Dunk found himself in a rough spot because of that damn moral compass.
yeah, boy, he was about to get what is that?
Curb
American
stomped.
History X? Yeah.
He was about to bite a curb.
Wow, that was just like rough. I didn't know they knew how to do that in the medieval times. Maybe so.
Oh boy, that was something. But yeah, it all happens because of a girl. Isn't that usually the
Right.
case? It's all
That's
because of a
usually what
girl.
happens.
You know
But
it.
I mean, this is the girl that's he's been sweet on. We've laid the track down enough to know that he has feelings. He likes that girl. But honestly, if he were present in the room and he heard about this guy doing it to anyone, in particular, he would still get his hairs up on it. I think like he's just so virtuous
I
that
I don't know. I don't know if he would have intervened
no, he
like
probably
he
wouldn't have
did.
intervened. No, he probably wouldn't have gotten that
He
mad.
would have probably
But
walked out like irritated about the situation. Like, I don't know if I want to be involved in people like this.
right.
But
And
yeah, I
he's
don't
probably
think he.
having a crisis too of just like, is this what knights are like? You know what I mean? Because he has this idea of what knights should be. And I think this whole experience is really kind of, I don't know if it's souring him on what knights should be or if he's having his eyes open to what the reality of the world is around him. But, or if it's just like, if it's just influencing him enough and kind of inspiring him enough to want to be that better knight that he has in his head or that he dreamed about as a kid, you know?
Yeah, yeah. It's hard telling. I mean, we know a lot about him, but we know nothing about him. If that
Right,
if that
yeah.
make if that makes sense. We know that he's huge. We know that his background with his master, the knight that knighted him was sketchy at best.
Mhm.
And now we know that this 6'5", 6'6" monster of a man, essentially,
Yeah.
wilts in front of a pretty girl because he's done
Right,
it a
yeah.
few times now.
Yeah.
And now he finds himself in a position defending the girl. It's like, even we're gonna say his name wrong, but I think it's Aragon
Arian
Targaryen. Arian,
Arian
yeah,
Targaryen. That's
yeah.
what it looks like. I don't know if that's
Um,
pronounced correctly.
Asked him why he threw away his life for this girl.
Yeah.
I'm like, interesting. Let's see where this goes. Because no one, the one thing that they have really done a good job at actually portraying in the show is nobody truly respects the Targaryens anymore.
Oh
They're
yeah, yeah.
they're just there, and everyone amongst everyone. They're just rulers, just like any other, let's say, a Baratheon or a
Right.
Lannister or anybody else is, now, because the dragons are now gone.
Well, really, yeah, what are the Targaryens if the dragons aren't there anymore? They're just like they are like any other house except they're
Yeah.
blonde and incestuous and everybody hates them. But that's which is kind of a neat lead up to where we started out in Game of Thrones. That little backstory of like what happened with Jaime Lannister and all that stuff, because that was the last Targaryen king, was the Mad King. Um, what else? Oh, so you said you liked the twist or the twist. How do you feel about the twist? Do you feel one? Do you think they pulled it off as far as keeping it a secret for those that didn't know who he was? And two, what do you think about the reveal? Do you think it's like it's interesting or that's dumb?
Oh, I like it. I mean, I like it because I want to see where it goes now,
Yeah,
because the relationship was built. I mean, in reality, Dunk had to know he was hiding something. He was running from something.
yeah,
Uh, Dropping that he's a Targaryen, and the only reason he's bald is because he shaved his head, so he doesn't want to be known as one.
yeah,
It is something, and he's chasing a a commoner's lifestyle. Like, he doesn't want to be in a castle. He doesn't want to be, a ruler. He doesn't want any of that. Like, he even said it while sitting down on the hill with Dunk, looking down at the town that is put up for this tournament. Said, "This is where I want to be." Dunk's like, "What? You are here."
right. Yeah. He yearns for the simple life. He
Yeah.
uh he
So,
likes it.
and if the situation didn't arise of him have to come in and actually save Dunk, I
Yeah.
don't think he would have said anything. I think he would have held on to that as long as he possibly could. But that was his card he had to play, and he played it well.
So I confess that I actually did know that he was a Targaryen, Aegon Targaryen. I did know that he's of importance and in a royal family and whatnot. I do not know though how this plays out as far as just like okay, so I know I'm pretty sure he continues to be the squire of Dunk, and they continue to have adventures going forward. But I'm like, how does that work with like everyone knowing that he's because I mean this was a reveal, right? I mean it's like
Yeah,
because he did it in front of a pretty like a building full of people where he kind
a
of
large
announced
amount of people.
himself.
Yeah,
And how does the royal family like? They're like, okay, yeah, you can go squire for this rando knight that we just happened to show up recently. Like that doesn't seem likely. You know what I mean? So I'm curious,
yeah.
like how this works out.
I did a little. I watched another channel, and they kind of give me a little more information on Egg and his future,
Yeah.
because even because there's some Easter eggs that were dropped, like when they talked to
Oh, the
the
fortune
actual
teller.
the fortune teller, and he said,
Yeah.
this is what's going to happen. You're going to die in a fire, and all this. You're gonna be a
Mm,
ruler, and the works. I'm like, I thought nothing of it at the time. I was like, but I'm pretty sure people that know, like
right.
everybody that's watching this, with us here that may have known. If you guys know, drop a comment over here and let us know if you knew the actual turn of Egg being a Targaryen. Unlike my egg ass, I had no idea.
You might be the only one who didn't know
That's
that he
very
was
possible. Well, I
Egg
was
was
the one. I was
Aegon.
the one being called stupid in our shorts earlier, saying that I didn't like the show. So I've had no trouble, airing myself out. Um,
I even you
but
remember the last couple episodes. I was like, "Did you notice anything interesting about Egg? Like he just seems very worldly, like like he knows a little bit much for someone so young."
yeah, you're putting little lines out there in a minute. It just hit me in the forehead, fall in my lap.
you you literally were like, "No, no,
Nope.
I'm
I'm as dense as Dunk himself.
that's okay. You got a heart of gold, just like Egg."
Yeah, I do like Ryan Reynolds' Green Lantern, so I'll take that, John.
Oh wait, is that a reference to my Green Lantern
Oh, oh,
glass?
the Green
Hey,
Lantern
cheers.
glass. But I do agree with you. I want to see exactly where this goes. Um, how are they going to make this transition?
Yeah.
How and what's going to happen? What's this battle of seven? How are they going to go ahead and you know have that play out? 'Cause
Yeah, I feel like this really. Wait, we came across. So there's 7 episodes in total. We just got through the
yes,
third one, so we've got 4, 5, 6, 7. So we've got a run of 4 episodes coming up. I mean, this is really where stuff starts to ramp up. I think it has to
yeah,
be because, they're probably going to take him into custody, and yeah, have to. What's the name of the thing? Fight of the
as
Seven, or what is it?
battle of the seven. Yeah,
Okay, so it's like I wonder if it's like a special thing within the tournament, or if
it
it's like
almost
a
sounds like when they
trial.
say seven. Well, yeah, it's kind of like trial by combat.
Oh.
That's kind of how I took it by, but it's like battle of the seven. So seven, they're playing on the seven kingdoms
Yeah.
type deal. Uh, and where is he going to find seven guys going to fight by his side? Because essentially, I mean, he looks like, and everyone would assume that he's going to be on the losing side of this.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know. That's wild. I can't wait to have it explained to me. It sounds like you know a little bit more than I do. As far, well, did you watch what's coming up on episode 4?
They didn't give one.
Oh, really?
They
Okay.
gave a behind the scenes of this episode, but then it stopped. And I think it's that they didn't give us anything because we don't have to wait because we're getting episode 4 on a Friday night rather than Sunday.
Oh, what? Why? Because of the
Super
Olympics,
Bowl.
maybe? Oh, Super Bowl. Duh.
Yep. They're moving it forward so they avoid the Super Bowl.
You can tell I don't care about the two teams in the Super Bowl this year.
I could care less about the two teams now. I say that I probably will still watch, but yeah, it is whatever.
um, yeah, overall, good episode. I mean, I think we pretty
well,
much covered.
well,
Oh,
we
go ahead.
did
You got
talk
something else?
about Dunk getting in trouble. We didn't talk about what Dunk did. Did we
Oh,
did
did
we,
we
did
not?
we say Dunk actually punched this Targaryen in the face and knocked his teeth loose and whooped his
He
ass?
punched him right in the mouth.
And not only that, but there needed to be like 6 guys to pull him off. I
I
was like,
thought
he
Dunk
wants
was about to like take care of those guards too.
to just go all the mountain on him and just start whooping everybody. That would have been great.
That's what I thought, but no, I feel like defending himself, it's not as much of a fight as like defending somebody else, and he was coming
And
to her rescue.
he broke her finger. He didn't stab her. He didn't cut her. I mean, granted, he's seen red. And I guess when you see red, when you think someone's going to really hurt somebody that you care for, he went full force.
Also, I just thought about this, but I mean, breaking her fingers or hurting her hands, I mean, that has to do with her livelihood, with all the
Oh, that's right.
puppetry and like
Hmm.
painting and artistry and stuff. It's like you take that away, you might as well just like take money and food out of her stomach. You know what I mean? Like, I can see why that would be like a pretty upsetting punishment for her.
I didn't even that didn't even dawn on me until you said that.
Yeah.
That wasn't even something that I even actually contemplated.
So he really was kind of being. I mean, he was. It's cruel anyway to break somebody's fingers, but
Yeah.
when you think of it in those terms too, how it was kind of breaking her livelihood as well. That was like extra icing on the cake there.
So where do we go forward with this? Do you think? I'm not sure if you even know because it sounds like you may know a little bit about the going forward. But do you think anyone from the Baratheon tent will wind up fighting for him or with him?
I feel like they wouldn't make the Baratheon guy so likable if he didn't have some sort of role to play going forward
Because
as
he
far as
was even in
helping.
this one here, not long, but
Yeah.
he even made an actual appearance in this episode. So when Lionel was back there, he was singing and dancing on the table, and you have Egg and Dunk's just sitting in the back of the room.
Oh, and there's the other guy, the squire for that Apple family, that was
Yeah,
sitting and talking with Dunk a
the
while
one that
too.
was going to take the dive.
Yeah, yeah. I wonder if he'll have some. Not, I mean, he's a squire, but maybe he'll be able to convince somebody in his family to do something. And you've also got the two knights that he talked to in the barn or the stable the last episode. So, and the guy with the eye patch that was in this episode. So maybe they've been laying the groundwork for some of these knights to actually stand up
And we
and
just quite haven't connected the dots quite yet. So I
yeah.
know they show him just kind of out there yelling, "Who's going to join me?" type situation.
Oh, I haven't
So
seen that.
maybe they did give a preview. Maybe I'm just dense. I'm the Dunk of this world. I'm just dense as hell. That's what it is.
Oh
Um,
man. Well,
but
either way, I mean, episode 4 is probably going to be good. I feel like it's been good so far. It's just kind of been a slow burn. And now that it's ramping up, it's like it's going to be probably more satisfying of a TV viewing
okay.
experience, I think.
Yeah, you're on an island with that. It hasn't been good to this point until this episode.
Oh, well, see, I've liked it even though it's been a slow burn. I've
Yeah,
just
no,
been like ready, you know what I mean? I've
you're
just been
yeah.
like,
I was not looking forward to the episode. When the episode came on, I'm watching the first few minutes. I'm like, I don't know. And then I really enjoyed the episode. So
mm,
hopefully that is a good sign for me going forward. That I'm
yeah.
going to enjoy more of this, when we get further down the line. And I know once we ramp up and the battle scenes start going, and I'm pretty sure it's going to start looking a lot more cinematic, and
Yeah.
things are going to be happening, and just the twists and turns that are going to be taking place. That's the Westeros that I know. That's
Well,
what I love.
I tell you what, even the jousting scenes, the little bit that we've had so far, with like how the opening with they had the six jousters at once, and like
Mhm.
that stuff's been shot like really cool, action wise. It's been pretty
Yeah,
cool.
it's to the level what we expect.
Yeah, and if there's like way more of that kind of stuff to come, which I assume there is, I mean that's really cool because I feel like we haven't even seen the best of it so far.
Oh no, no. Once it starts getting ramped up and getting moving, it's going to be fun.
Yeah,
So it's taking a bit to get there. I'm now on board 100% and ready to go. It's taken a lot for me to get there,
yeah,
but I mean that's pretty much what I got.
yeah. I think that covers it for episode 3. So we will. I don't know. So if it premieres Friday, when are you going to be back? When are you and I going to be back to talk about the next episode?
I
Mon-
mean,
Maybe
yeah,
Monday
Monday,
still.
maybe Monday, maybe Saturday. I don't know. We'll discuss it afterward. Just keep an eye open when we go ahead and schedule it, or maybe over in the community tab on YouTube.
Yeah.
I'll
Yeah.
go ahead and I'll drop something in there saying when we plan on going live because the weekend's a little different for us. But
Yep.
I don't know. What you think? I
Either
think that's
way,
about it.
we'll be back here. We'll be streaming on Facebook, YouTube, and the Instagram,
There we go.
the
Instagram.
gram.
That is a new one. The Instagram. Look at us, old fogies over on the Instagram.
I never even heard of this thing. Instagram? What is it?
What's the internets?
We'll be back next week to talk about episode 4. And I don't know. Until then, what do you say?
Choose your meals wisely because explosive diarrhea is terrible.